I want to tell you a story about NetSuite inventory management software. And so here's the overview I really want you to pay attention to. So when you think about NetSuite inventory management, I want you to think about a cloud-based organizational platform that really helps you with stock optimization, manufacturing, and purchasing. So when we talk about cloud-based, it means that you don't have to it's not desktop-based. You don't have to download anything. You actually access the tool online, so you can update the tool online if you have like some updates or you see some changes. Everything is done online, cloud based. Okay, and NetSuite actually works very well with businesses of all sizes, and you are able to streamline your operations and move products to the right place at the right time while cutting costs. So when we talk about operational efficiency, NetSuite is right there and there, providing you with the capabilities you need to actually manage your inventory. Fantastic. You are able to improve customer service by leveraging stock management and fulfillment capabilities. And we love the fact that there is a large constellation of modules when it comes to purchasing and managing your inventory. You are able to have flexibility. You are able to actually have a clear idea about your inventory at all times. And that's what NetSuite does very well. Okay, this tool is just fantastic. So, but one thing I want to say here is that NetSuite is a larger tool, though. I mean, NetSuite is one of the world's top true cloud enterprise resource planning solutions, so ERP. So organizations of all sizes. So when we talk about ERPs, we're talking about small businesses, medium-sized businesses, larger businesses. Everybody has the ability to avail themselves of NetSuite's features. Okay, and we love the fact that if you use NetSuite correct, like if you use it efficiently in your supply chain management, you are able to add value. And we love that. And on top of that, NetSuite has a series of business intelligent tools that are actually giving your business a lot of info, a lot of granularity about the business's performance in real time. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, in real time. You have a clear idea how your business is performing. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here to have a quick convo with you about NetSuite. So when we think about NetSuite, we're talking about a tool that helps you with replenishment, with cycle counting, with traceability, with warehousing. So you have a lot of features. You have a constellation of features in NetSuite. Fantastic. I want to talk to you about the pros and cons of NetSuite. Obviously, NetSuite is not perfect 100%. It's great, but it's not 100% perfect. So let's talk about that. I first want to talk about the strengths. So it's built for the cloud. I said that it's a cloud-based platform, and it is really designed for finance and inventory management. It includes Suite apps integrations. Okay, this is really good. And the thing here is that, by the way, I totally forgot to tell you that NetSuite is part of the Oracle software behemoth family of software tools. Okay, so NetSuite is an Oracle application. It's really important to understand that because then you have the reputation, you have the financial and logistical and the programming heft of a biggie such as Oracle. So it's important to understand that. And the cool thing is you have a lot of integration categories that come with NetSuite. You have analytics, you have e-commerce, you have logistics, you have shipping, you have payment acceptance, you have supply chain planning, you have warehouse management. Can you imagine? Can you imagine all the large catalog of integrations that come with NetSuite? So really, you do have a NetSuite in this view, in our analysis, for all intents and purposes, runs the whole gamut, runs the whole operational gamut, the whole logistical gamut when it comes to your inventory management. Okay. By the way, boss, let me quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about NetSuite inventory management. This is an in-depth review that aims to take a look at the tool, so it gives you the ins and outs. And we are going granular, so we're giving you everything that you need to know about the tool. So I've spoken about the strengths, right? The pros. Let's talk about the cons. Let's talk about the weaknesses. So you have the cost and pricing model excludes small businesses. Even though the tool is open to any business of all sizes, the cost already will just like, okay, I can't pay for this. And the user experience design is stuck in the past. This is one area where we believe that NetSuite can do a lot more. I mean, Oracle has the financial heft. They have the balance sheet to hire whatever programmer they need in the whole world. So please, NetSuite, please improve your UI and UX. You have the money for it. Please do it. I mean, as a matter of fact, Oracle does have another tool. They call it Warehouse Management Cloud that does a lot. That does a lot of good things when it comes to inventory management. By the way, just want to say that. And in our view, this ERP NetSuite Inventory Management includes too many features, and this could be a little problematic for new businesses. So let's talk about the features, okay? So when you think about NetSuite, you have major features and you have some ancillary features. So when we think about major features, I first want to talk to you about you have financial management, you have customer relationship management, you have inventory and order management, you have commerce, you have human resources, you have professional services automation, and you have supply chain. So even though today's conversation is focused exclusively on NetSuite inventory management, we thought it makes sense. It made sense for us to also add the other features that you have with the NetSuite, so you have a clear idea. If you were to buy this ERP, if you were to sign up for this ERP, at least you know what you're getting yourself into. You know whether or not this is good for you, because you're not just getting inventory management. You're getting a constellation of other processes and work streams. Let's quickly talk about those. So for financial management, you have things like advanced financials, you have suite billing, you have revenue management, you have planning and budgeting, you have multi-book accounting, you have one world. This is for global business management. You have dunning letters. You have a fixed asset management. You have electronic bank payments. You have a contract renewals. So this is kind of cool to really have a clear idea about that, because this significant set of modules is almost never present in inventory management systems. Okay, so for this alone, NetSuite is a great investment for a large business. Let's say a large or medium-sized business. What about customer relationship management? Well, this is another hallmark of a good ERP, right? And NetSuite actually really does great here also, because it does have this capability. And so because you have to understand, customers keep you in business. So NetSuite CRM module is really straightforward with 4 main features. So the tool allows you to align and oversee customer relationships. It also helps with marketing automation, interaction history, customer service, and more. You have sales and partner performance tracking, and you have quote generation, order management, sales forecasting, and e-commerce integration. So this is kind of cool. So by compiling data, CRM enables you to know each customer's preferences before you add the personal touch. What about the third leg of NetSuite offer? Inventory and order management. This is today's conversation. So NetSuite here does a great job in terms of helping you with inventory management and order management. So for inventory management, you have demand-based inventory replenishment and multi-location inventory management. And for order management, you have automation for order promising, allocation, orchestration, and execution processes. So the system is calibrated to your needs, and its automated processes ensures that you can focus on procuring new items and selling those items rather to your customers. I want to talk to you about other features that we love with NetSuite Inventory Management. Again, NetSuite Inventory Management is part of an ERP, and this ERP has other modules, has other capabilities besides inventory management. So I just want to quickly talk about that. So you have commerce, and you have human resources, you have professional services automation, you have supply chain management. So the thing here is that the NetSuite Suite Commerce system allows you to sell on a variety of channels. You can track everything across all of your sales platforms from NetSuite without leaving it. You have support for both B2B and B2C. You have mobile point of sale solution with full inventory and customer information. You have tracking for invoice payments and order statuses. This is really good. So Suite Commerce provides an omni-channel experience, whether your customers are shopping in store, online, or on a mobile device, plus with support from consumers, B2C and B2B. Business buyers, you will never lose a sale. What about human resources? With NetSuite, you don't need a third-party human resource platform. It's all built in. So the HR modules include setup that allows you to do everything from payroll to maintain employee records. So the HR module allows you to customize NetSuite for your entire business. Okay, so this is kind of cool. And by the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about NetSuite inventory management. I'm trying to explain to you what the tool does, and I'm trying to explain to you also what you need to expect if you were to sign up for this service. And we also have professional services automation. So this is kind of cool because you're able to do a lot of things in that area. You don't have to hire people to input data. They can be on the sales floor working with customers indeed. And so they have a suite project in open air. In terms of supply chain, NetSuite does a great job also in terms of helping you. The modules, the supply chain modules, impact all levels of your business, and NetSuite does a great job in terms of helping you with procurement, warehouse management system, demand planning, quality management, work in process and routings, work orders and assemblies, advanced manufacturing. Let me quickly talk to you about the value added. So when you think about NetSuite inventory management, you have to think about value that's been added across your supply chain all the time. And NetSuite does a great job in terms of helping you get optimize your inventory and really do this on a consistent basis. And there are a lot of differentiators in our view that really make NetSuite add value consistently. You have the cloud-based benefits. You have an improved accuracy. You have increased customer satisfaction. You have task automation, and you have better visibility. So the better visibility allows you to have a clear eye, like a bird's eye view of your supply chain as parts are moving through your through your warehouses. And so your whole inventory management is really optimized. So this is really cool, okay? And when we talk about NetSuite, of course, here is a seller that has industry experience. It knows exactly what it does, okay? And it really, and again, NetSuite is used by big companies, small companies, mid-sized companies, not a problem at all. And so in terms of key features, think about cycle counting, traceability, warehousing, replenishment. And those are really important. So when we talk about replenishment, for example, as a user, you can maintain appropriate amount of inventory by creating preferred stock levels and reordering points. And you can also handle multi-location operations by leveraging this solution's requirements planning features to help balance demand across multiple locations. In terms of warehousing, you are able to include warehousing features that allow you to handle multi-location product tracking along with a hierarchy in terms of breakdown for physical warehouse locations. And you can also define bins at those locations and gain a holistic view of all inventory levels. So overall, this is just a fantastic tool. Let me talk to you about the cost. So it's important to really understand that if you are a NetSuite, like the cost here, it's not about the pricing. By the way, here I want to talk to you about the cost of ownership, and it has to be part of a strategic decision-making process that allows you to say, okay, I'm getting NetSuite inventory management, but I'm not just getting the inventory management module only, because NetSuite inventory management is part of a larger ERP that has a constellation of other modules. Am I willing to pay for the whole thing? Instead of is my business growing? Do I have the resources? Do I have the budget to pay for the whole suite? Okay, because when we talk about the license subscription, this includes the base monthly cost and per user monthly cost. Because you do have the base cost, then you have the per user monthly cost. You also have to think about maintenance cost. So here, this is a specialized in-house team that is at NetSuite that is required to administer the software, or you can just hire some people yourself. You also need to think about the installation and implementation cost. So this price is dependent on the cost associated with hiring an implementation or consulting partner. What about the customization cost? This charge is extra and includes the cost for developing or enhancing an existing product feature or module. What about the data migration cost, change management, upfront switching cost? So this cost is depending upon the current software, the amount of data being transferred, the complexity of the data fields, the level of automation, and the data migration tools to be utilized. What about recurring and renewal costs? So annual recurring fees are above and beyond the upfront cost for annual renewal, upgrades, and ongoing support. So you can see here that when we talk about cost, we're thinking about a constellation of things you need to think about. So this is why I was just telling you, before you make a decision to switch, think about all those different costs, right? License subscription cost, maintenance cost, installation, slash implementation cost, customization cost, data migration cost, change management, upfront switching cost, and recurring renewal cost. And so this is kind of important. But once you actually decide that, you need to think about the kind of support you're getting from NetSuite. So NetSuite does provide email support for both basic and premium support packages. Email questions will be answered as quickly as possible. They do have a phone support also. Toll-free phone support is available 24/7 after the purchase of a premium support package. You have training also, so users can leverage NetSuite training services to take informative courses, listen to webinars, and access cloud learning support and tickets. So users can submit online cases through NetSuite support with both basic and premium support packages, so inquiries are answered as soon as possible. So overall, what I'm trying to say here is that you can use NetSuite to actually take care of a lot of things in terms of inventory management, but just make sure that you have thought about all those costs in advance, okay? Because of course you have the benefits, you have real-time data visibility, you have reporting, you have cost reduction, you have service improvements, yes, but you got to think about the cost that all those things entail. And you also have to think about planning a NetSuite implementation, right? Project planning, change management, data conversion, testing, training, support. All those phases do require some cash outflows. So think about that. Let's now talk about the pricing for NetSuite inventory management. So there's no price available on the internet. You're going to have to book a demo. But like other enterprise resource planning systems on the market, NetSuite doesn't offer pricing upfront. But after some digging, we found that the base cost for the software is about $1,000 per month with an additional $100 per user per month fee. So immediately, this takes the majority of small business out of the running, right? You're not going to pay for this. But hey, listen, this is the kind of pricing we're talking about if you're speaking about an ERP. So when we talk about this sort of hefty price tag, there are a lot of benefits you get. You have actually accounting, inventory management, order management, tax management capabilities. So it's not just about like accounting only. Okay, it's not about inventory management only. So and the cool thing is you can customize by adding modules to the software. So this is kind of important, but those will cost you money though. Okay, now so when we talk about NetSuite, we have to think about a tool that is constantly, constantly improving. And you got to ask yourself, do you need that many modules? Do you just need inventory management, or you just need also to consider the larger picture, the larger spectrum of ERP modules? Because honestly, there are a lot of other players in the industry. There are NetSuite inventory management competitors that only stick to the inventory management part of things. They're not trying to really offer you like a full ERP. No, they're offering you the specific inventory management feature that you need. For example, you have a Brad Pearl, you have a Zoho inventory, you have Sim7, you have Ordoro, you have Fishbowl, you have Inflow inventory. So when you think about and all of those players, so if you think about NetSuite, so NetSuite is an ERP, of course. Brad Pearl is also an ERP. Zoho is not. Sim7 is also an ERP. Ordoro is not. Fishbowl is, and Inflow inventory is not. Now, what about fully in-house software? Only NetSuite is, because the others are not. So you're not going to be able to customize them based on your needs. Okay, so those are really important elements you need to pay attention to if you were to go with NetSuite. So let me give you the verdict here. So the takeaway is that NetSuite is a strong enterprise resource management system that aims to be the singular cloud software solution for enterprise businesses. But it can also be for small businesses or large businesses. It really depends on your needs. Okay, it's really important that you have to think through your needs first before actually getting this software tool. And it's also to understand that you can also think about choosing a NetSuite partner. Yeah, this is totally possible. You can actually choose a NetSuite partner, so you have a clear idea about the implementation. And but just think about the pricing though. The pricing is a biggie in this equation. So as long as you can handle the pricing part of things, then go ahead with NetSuite inventory management. So do we recommend NetSuite inventory management? Yes, we do for mid-sized and larger businesses. If you're a small business, honestly, you don't really need NetSuite inventory management right now, unless you need the other modules in this ERP, like accounting, like sales management, like order management, like tax management capabilities. Yes, but if you don't need those, don't go with NetSuite. Choose instead Zoho Inventory or Inflow Inventory, okay, or maybe even Fishbowl, but definitely not NetSuite. If you're a small business or you're a startup. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just quickly talking to you about NetSuite inventory management. So I gave you the overview, the pros and cons, the features, the value added, the cost, the pricing, and last but not the least, the verdict. Thank you. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.